Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We've got a really compelling contest here, a team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another Big 12 team, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Again, he makes it second and medium. And the tailback's got it again. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On the run here, lets it go. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking downfield, it's Andrews. Close to the tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Takes the handoff. It's Rice. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Sticking with the running game. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. He fires this throw. It is intercepted.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang. They throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Fighting off the defender. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass, it's Andrews. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Receiver makes the grab and moves the ball to the 35, and another first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. The Broncos pick up enough for a first down. And they'll use the ground game here. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Fights through the tackler. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. It's a run to the left. And the Broncos pick up enough for a first down here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The pass rush closing in. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Broncos will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's got his man open downfield. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Broncos will line up on 1st and 10. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. The Broncos will line up here on 1st down and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BSU. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Off the incompletion, and sets up a 3rd down and 2. Direct snap to the back. He's past the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a 3rd down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Daniels. The pocket breaking down. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. Here's the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they will claim the second half lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Andrews. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. It's so hard to cover this.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Riley. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Broncos will come to the line to crank up the tempo. The back's got it. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Not much on that play, brought down short. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Running play called on third and short. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Catch made by the tight end. Touchdown, Boise State. This offense really clicking. Here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. A completion sets up a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Dropping back, it's Andrews. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Broncos. This offense is still clicking. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Play action here on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught behind the line. It's Rice. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Important second down play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Rice. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Hit just as he throws the ball. Intercepted, picked off on the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. Going to try to use his legs here. Finding space at the 20. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, BSU. Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? That's a design quarterback keeper. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to pass. It's Andrews. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Brown. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble now. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Third down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? Running a quarterback sneak here.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up the first down and still going. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Going the other way, can they catch him?
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Bringing pressure. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Wildcats will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get into field goal range, but how aggressive will this play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Andrews. Pressure is coming. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
And the back now goes in motion. Shotgun formation here on third down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down, and now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Chris, I don't know. You're going for it here with a game tied on your own side of the field late in the game? Why? Play the field position game and rely on your defense. Don't give away the field position.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. And the Wildcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Rice. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. And that one's straight down the middle. And they've regained the lead. What an amazing run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.